Are you someone who says sorry, especially in the workplace all the time? For example, hey, sorry to bother you. Hey, sorry, quick question. Do you know that when you say sorry, particularly in a work setting, you present yourself as an interrupter instead of a contributor? And also, you come off as very junior and someone without authority. And that is the last thing we want to do. So, I'm here to help you get rid of saying sorry. I'm going to show you three examples on how you can stop saying sorry and come show up more as a leader. For example, if you say, I'm sorry to bother you, stop. I want you to just walk straight in with clear, direct, and grounded communication and just walk in, knock on the door, and just say, hey, I need a few minutes of your time. Either they're going to be available or they're going to tell you when they can be available. But as opposed to saying sorry, they're no longer going to put you in a place of someone who is just interrupting them. They're going to be more curious as to what do you need their time for. Another thing you can say instead of saying, sorry, I need some clarification on this. I want you to say, in the meeting today, you mentioned X, Y, and Z, but in your email yesterday, you said A, B, and C. Can you clarify that for me? There's a difference. It shows you're paying attention. It shows that you really need to understand what this person is saying or contributing or wants done. But by saying sorry, it kind of feels like you're bothering them a little bit. And you're not, because you're not sorry. You need clarification. And the third, and this is for people who are managing team members, when you have to maybe have a hard conversation, instead of saying, I'm sorry to have to push on this, but mm-mm. Because you're not sorry, because you probably asked for this information several times before, and now you need it. We're going to go straight in, and you're going to say, I need an update on this. The deadline is tomorrow. Simple. When you start making these little changes, you become someone to be listened to. I know as a woman, a lot of us have been conditioned to soften the blow, to soften our voices, to even shrink in certain circumstances so that we don't appear aggressive or difficult. Listen, this is the workplace. We all have a job to do. You're not being difficult. You're not being aggressive, and you're not being a bother. You're getting the job done by getting answers. Okay. So remember, no more sorry. Drop that from your vocabulary, especially if there's something that you really don't need to be sorry for. Go straight in, clear, grounded, direct information. And always remember this, when you find your voice, you strengthen your position. Until next time.